What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Red Flag. And I want to give a shout out to two people. First to Herman, who introduced me to Red Flag and provided the material that I've been reacting to up until this point, but also Rick, who recently reached out about Naked Eyes, because I did a reaction to, one of their massive hits. Always something there to remind me, but he also shared more Red Flag, more Anything Box. There's another band in the folder, so I really do appreciate that. And that means once we finish going through Naive Art, we have the Lighthouse already on deck. I've already got it on my music computer. So yes, big shout out to both Herman and to Rick. And yes, I found that another tune from Naive Art I did not yet react to is Save Me Tonight. So, yeah, it's an interesting phrase. The idea that you need salvation or rescuing tonight specifically begs the question of what premonition or foresight you have about danger in the immediate context. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's some conceptual meaning here. Of course, there could be like a physical saving required, but even then I would expect it to be more in the emotional territory and not necessarily, saving you from bodily injury. So let's give it a listen and see what I can catch. This is Red Flag. The song is Save Me Tonight, and it's from their, is it 1989? Yes, 1989 album Naive Art.
Have you seen her? Have you been near to her? I believe that I would, if only I could. I know what it means to her. Time has her arms around my world. You're safe girl, a warm and curled up inside my room. We'll find some room, I'll say it over. You're staying over, save me tonight. easily read from page to page, cover to cover, like reading a book. I'm reading my lover. Save me tonight. You know what's wrong and how to make it alright. Save me tonight. You pave the way to the morning light. Save me tonight. Well, I know what it means to love tonight. 'Cause you see, I've been here to love tonight.
You know, I remember mentioning this multiple times early in the red flag journey, which again, there's been a couple like longer interruptions. I mean, I think even the previous one was like 5 months ago, and that had itself been several months after the previous red flag reaction, because again, I thought I had been out of material. Now, I was sort of wrong, because again, naive art, I had not reacted to everything in there. And once again, thank you to Herman for bringing them to my attention, as well as to Rick, who has provided more of their material. But yes, I remember mentioning multiple times, like, wow, they kind of remind me of Depeche Mode from the 80s a little bit. And this is another one, and it reminds me specifically sort of a more emotional Martin Gore sung Depeche Mode song. It has that sort of feel. Now, not everything here sonically is exactly like in the Depeche Mode style, but definitely with the voice and with certain aspects of the sonics, it's another one that gives me that vibe. Now, definitely there's a very metallic, percussive, rattling, tapping sort of scheme to this track, and I very much enjoy that. I wouldn't quite call it industrial, but, sort of heading in that direction with the metallic, tapping, banging sort of sounds in the percussion area. And then I enjoy the sort of the melodic keyboard chords along the way. And overall, I'd say it gives a very relaxed, emotional sort of sound, which seems to fit. Indeed, I think essentially the meaning here is what I was considering in advance, the idea of needing to be emotionally saved by this other person, but also in the context of, like, he wants her to stay over, he wants the other person to pave the way to the morning light, as he says. And in that regard, it reminded me of ABBA's Gimme Gimme Gimme, someone to, help get through the darkness and into the light of the next day. So I think there is a physical component to it, but within the context of needing this emotional touchstone. And he's saying, like, he knows this person, he knows what the woman is thinking and feeling, because he can read her eyes surely as well as anyone can read a book cover to cover. And indeed, as they would read a book cover to cover, he's reading his lover and her feelings and her attitude as they, get through the night together intimately in all respects and pave the way to the morning light. So yeah, a sweet tune, and I think the sonics very much fit that. As I said, we can now go through Red Flag maybe a bit more regularly, which I will try to do. And indeed, shout out to Herman. Let me know, like, I wasn't sure if I reacted to everything, because again, some of the material you sent was in different emails, and they were like Red Flag 1, Red Flag 2, and it wasn't until, like, I unzipped them that it would actually show me the file names in the, like, metadata. So yeah, I'm not sure if I've reacted to everything. There might be one or two more. I think there's at least a few remixes of the material from Naive Art that I haven't gone through. But once again, I have the Lighthouse on deck waiting, and thank you to Rick for that. So yeah, we're back to Red Flag is the essence of what I'm saying here, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So let me know what you think, and Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.